Welcome to an all-new quarantined version of Nerdz II Men. I am Brad Reed.
I'm the all-knowing, all-wonderful Cameo.
Normally, we like to do these things streaming live so that we can get audience interaction. This is a good chance for me and my homie Cameo to talk about stuff. But it's also a good chance to, talk to all of our other friends.
Yeah.
So first thing I got to ask though, Cameo, since it's just me and you.
What?
What is the new background you're using, and is that also the color of your underpants?
It's still the Iron Man.
Uh-huh.
It's a flip-flop, so the back is different than this one. Does it match the color of my underwear? No, because I'm not wearing any.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Are you
full commando?
So everything under the screen, no clothes.
Nothing.
Ooh, I like that. You're having a good time in the quarantine.
I mean, you got to make the best of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they're talking about here in Oklahoma, and I know a few other states, they're talking about opening everything up by next week. Some things this Friday. Anything that you're really looking forward to getting back out and doing?
No, because I'm still not sure that that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Would it be wise to maybe hold off until June? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. Because, people are still getting the virus. Sad to say, one of my an acquaintance of mine, he passed away today.
Really?
Or actually, I found out today that he passed away from the coronavirus. But he also had underlying health issues too. So, I mean, it's still very serious.
Yeah.
So I think that we should still wait.
Yeah.
We should still wait. I mean, then again, it's almost selfish, but not selfish in a way that, I don't want any more people to get it. So the best way to not get it is to stay at home. But I know people have to work. I know a lot of things have slowed down. With me in the security business, that has slowed down quite a bit. Some things are happening, but I mean, the majority, no, not at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing. There's something sitting in vintage stock right now that has my name on it. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, as soon as they open it, well, maybe I think I'm going to wait a couple weeks before I make it. Like, I've been going out to different things, nothing that I didn't have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not just out joyriding, but I haven't just been locked in the house either. Like my grandma, I don't know that she's gone anywhere in weeks.
Wow.
So yeah. So I just I think people ought to be safe. If you're wanting to exercise your freedom to go out, that's your right to do it.
Yeah. And I mean,
I'm probably
gonna get that Rona.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wait and see how that goes, though. I think before I start venturing out. But I think the first thing, because I probably go looking at vintage stock probably more than I actually buy stuff from vintage stock. Like I like to go look around,
So like 50 Cent said, you a window shopper.
No, I buy. I mean, I've got stuff all around here that I bought, but I'm just saying, like, I just like to go browse and.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I like to window shop. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So yeah, I just that's probably what I'm looking forward to the most. I know lots of Comic Cons that have been rescheduled, canceled, postponed. Some around here that might still be going on once we get into the summer. So I'll be happy about that.
Yeah. I don't think. Well, San Diego, they fully canceled, right?
Yeah, it's not off till next year.
Dang. See, that's the smart thing to do. Not saying that next year is going to be any better, but because Christine, my wife, was just telling me that she saw my wife. She's not a gypsy. No, that AMC theaters aren't going to open until July.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and that's just based on what's happening right now. If, you know, we've hit our peak and things are going to go down and everywhere hits their peak around this time, then, you know, hopefully it'll be good by then.
Yeah.
But like we talked about, I think last show or a couple shows ago, this might be all picked up again in the what, not spring, the fall.
Yeah. I mean, I hope not, but you never know. I mean, you look at a lot of what's happened in previous times of epidemics and stuff like that, pandemics even, but people have rushed right out after, and then it's been worse, it seems like. So, you know,
yeah.
And I'm not here to push any narratives or anything like that. I don't know what's going to happen. But all I'm saying is it might be a minute before I'm hitting any restaurants like inside of the dining area and stuff. I might still do the delivery.
Yeah, I think the ones that are going to be a part of the ones that are going to be going out, and, you know, let's say a movie theater does open, like those are going to be the ones that like want to exercise their right to do whatever they want. And, you know, and that's cool. Like, I'm not telling you not to do that, but I think those are going to be the same ones that end up getting, you know, sick.
It could be. I hope not. I don't wish that on anyone.
No.
But we'll see. It's just not going to be me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. That's like I posted a meme on my Cameo on your radio page. I'll share it to Nerdz II Men, but it's like it's this woman that's like squinting, and it says government says things are opening next week, and me, which is doing this, is looking at the first wave of people acting a fool to go, you know, to go out. But yeah, I'm gonna chill for a bit. Like, the only thing I'm gonna go to is obviously if I have to go see a customer for work, or going to get groceries or food. That's all I'm gonna do. I mean, I'm not trying to go out.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've known people that think they've had it. Some, you know, testing still is what it is, so people don't know. I guess you could, after the fact, you could get your antibodies tested to see if you in fact had it. But you know, and the people that think they've had it, they've said it was awful. So I'm diabetic, I'm asthmatic, I'm the incredibly chubby bulk, so I'm not trying to get out there and do that, you know.
No, not at all.
But so, you know, talking about kind of where we are at right now in the world and with the coronavirus and everything, a lot of movies have been pushed back. We've talked about this in the last several weeks, but we did have some movie rumors, some TV, I think, show rumors that have popped up this week, and then some other stuff. But let's kick it off right now with rumors. Now, this isn't a rumor. This is fact. Before we get started, Venom.
Yes.
Venom 2. What's the name of it going to be?
It's Venom Let There Be Carnage.
Let There Be Carnage.
Yes, and
That
Carnage is
biblical.
all in red. I mean, could be.
Well, we knew Carnage was going to be in it, of course. Woody Harrelson popped up at the end. I think there was like a tiny little trailer snippet, but they didn't show anything, right? Nothing from the new movie.
Not that I seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I'm looking forward to this movie because I enjoyed the first movie. I didn't love it. We talked about it, but I've watched it a couple times since then, and it's a good base, I think, for movies to come, and hopefully we see a lot. Now, do you think, and I know that you're most interested in what's going to happen with Spider-Man.
Most definitely.
Do you think Spider-Man's in this Venom, from what we've heard?
From what I've heard, from what I've heard and seen, again, this is a rumor that he is in it.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. Yeah, Tom Holland Spider-Man is going to be in it. Not sure of what capacity. If it's going to be, a end credit scene, or he's taking a trip with Aunt May. I don't know. It could be 100 different things, but yeah, it's all rumors right now.
But you do think there will be a tie-in?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Cool. And then this isn't a rumor either. I know we said this is going to be rumors, but I actually have some straight facts. Sam Raimi will be the director of
Doctor Strange 2.
Yes. And people who don't know who Sam Raimi is, if you're a Spider-Man fan, you should know.
Then you should know.
He directed the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. But he also, the reason I love Sam Raimi, the Evil Dead trilogy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's done other movies, but I'm excited about that too, because since he's got that horror background and
watch your mouth.
He's got a little weirdness, Sam Raimi does. And I think for the next Doctor Strange, I'm a little bit more excited than I was, to tell you the truth.
Well, and also too, a lot of people are excited that now that he is the director of Doctor Strange 2, there might be a Tobey Maguire reference, or even a scene. Yeah. We just don't know.
He could pop up as somebody completely different.
Mm-hmm. And this could, because there's been talks about them having a live action Spider-Man movie with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland.
So Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. And Andrew Garfield said, he's willing to come back.
Of course he is. What else he got going on?
Exactly. Yeah.
Put me back in it, please.
Right. So, yeah. I think that's going to be cool if Sam Raimi does even just puts like a I don't know, like a 10-second clip of them passing through, multiverses, and boom, you see Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So
tell me, what are these rumors that you were telling me about earlier?
Okay, so there's been a few. Oh my goodness. What's his face? Chadwick Boseman. We all know him as T'Challa / Black Panther. Mm-hmm. This is a big one. He's been on, he was on Instagram the other day, supporting, I forgot what the charity was. He took the video down because people were commenting on his weight. Mm-hmm. And if you remember, T'Challa was pretty cut.
Yeah.
But he was looking pretty sickly. And supposedly the reason why he took the video down, he just got tired of people asking him, what's wrong? Are you okay? Yada, 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 yada. But not just that. He might not be Black Panther anymore.
Now, what's bringing that on, or what makes you think that?
I've heard that I've read, I think it was due to money. He wanted more money. And Marvel was like, no.
So do you think that there will be a different Black Panther, or do you think that this signals maybe that there won't be a sequel?
Well, in the comics, Shuri, his sister, becomes the Black Panther.
Sure.
And so they're kind of leaning towards that. But also, too, the same story that I was reading is that Submariner, or Namor, the king of Atlantis, or I think it's Atlantis. I can't remember. But basically, if you don't know who he is, he's kind of like Aquaman of the Marvel universe. Right. But Aquaman is better than Namor. I hate saying that, but it's true.
Well, I've heard of Aquaman.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
But but also too that they're going to make Namor a black character. So a lot of jokes can be had with that, with stereotypes that black people can't swim. Namor can, and he's going to be black. So
right.
Get out your head, people.
But are you personally going to miss Chadwick?
If it's true, yeah. Most definitely. I do like him as Black Panther, but honestly and truthfully, I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I think if he I think they should pay him whatever he wants. Well, I mean, I guess not whatever, but unless he's asking for something crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. He made the movie. I mean, if I'm not saying he's Robert Downey Jr. because he wasn't here 10 years ago. But I will say that if you were to get rid of him, I don't think that Letitia Wright, who plays Shuri, could hold a movie as Black Panther. I could be wrong. You know, I'm not saying that she can't, but you can't give us Black Panther a full movie and I'll say 1 3/4 of Black Panther because of Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. I mean, that's not, you kind of just like, oh, here's T'Challa, and we're going to get rid of him next movie.
Right.
But I think if Ryan Coogler, who's coming back to do Black Panther 2, I don't think he would, you know,
you gotta have him
well
for
with that.
At least the next movie. At least.
Yeah.
At least. I agree.
But also too, Fantastic Four. I heard that's not going to be a origin story. Somehow they're going to be tied in as if they were always there. Maybe I heard that they were probably the buyers of the Tony Stark Avengers building.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that could be true. Don't know. Also, what's her name? Invisible Woman, Sue Storm, or Sue Richards, whatever you want to call her, is actually pregnant with Franklin Richards, which is in the comics Reed Richards and Sue Richards' baby. Mm-hmm. But there's a kicker. It's actually Namor's baby.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yep. So
now, where is this rumor coming from? Just out there, Reddit?
Just something? Out there. Yeah, just out there. And I'm just like, okay.
So drama.
Mm-hmm.
Is Maury Povich going to make a cameo?
I hope so.
That would be awesome.
I hope so.
You are the father.
Oh.
It reads like,
great.
I'm not. All right, later.
I'm going to stretch on out of here.
So I didn't know if any of the rumors that you had pertain to Star Wars at all.
No.
But I'm seeing that there might be some more spin-offs now of Mandalorian.
Oh, okay.
Nothing has been announced, but just rumors. So I think that's a given, really. Mm-hmm. Like as popular as the Mandalorian was.
The real question is, will Jon Favreau be a part of it?
All right, he's got to be. He's got to at least be.
I hope so.
He's got to at least be like in some kind of not directing, but like, just making sure that all of them have like some kind of continuity, the same kind of tone, if he's overseeing everything, at least. They should put Jon Favreau in charge of Star Wars altogether.
Hey, I'm down with that. I'm down. I'm totally down with that.
Yeah. What else did you have, Cameo? Any more TV movies?
Rumor wise?
Yeah. Are those the big ones?
Those are the big ones that I read up on.
Okay.
I did hear that Robert Pattinson is no longer Batman.
Are you kidding me?
I'm joking.
I was joking. No. But good segue, because I did read an article, and there was a couple things in there that I thought were interesting. So, because that movie did get pushed back a little bit, but they're starting to announce kind of what the story's all about.
Oh, okay.
And they're saying that it's going to have kind of like a Sherlock Holmes kind of feel to it, where Batman's Sherlock and Gordon is kind of like his Watson. I don't know if that's a literal, like it's really going to feel like that, or just kind of, it's a detective story. I think it's going to center around the Riddler, who is played by, I can't remember the guy's name, Paul something, but I'll pop up a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but is it Paul Dano?
I think so.
Something like that. But you know him. You've seen him.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be perfect for the Riddler.
Yeah, because he is kind of creepy looking. Not that the Riddler's creepy or anything like that, but
he is kind of he's got that creepy.
Yeah,
could be a serial killer.
Yeah.
Well, and he's played parts like that before. Wasn't he in the movie? Was he in the movie with Wolverine?
Yeah.
Where
what was it called?
Oh man, Burials, or I can't remember what it was called now. But
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, that movie was creepy and great, and I loved it, and that's why I'm a fan of him. Colin Farrell, we've talked about him. He's going to be the Penguin.
Yep.
And apparently, he's going to be like a good guy in this movie. But I think it's probably going to be one of those things, kind of like Harvey Dent was the good guy, and then he wasn't. Then he was Two-Face. So it'll probably be
Prisoners. Sorry, Prisoners was the name of the movie.
Prisoners, that's a good one. So, but I feel like it's going to be like because he's running for office. I think he's running to be mayor in this movie.
Oh, okay.
And people who are running for mayor are getting picked off. And so I think Batman's trying to protect Cobblepot, Oswald Cobblepot. And I think, at some point we'll find out, because everybody knows the Penguin isn't a good guy, that he's a bad guy. So, but here, Cameo, this is just from the article I read. So take it with a grain of salt. That's why I'm throwing it in on the rumors section. But it said that the plan is the Flash movie with the Flashpoint is going to reset everything so that Robert Pattinson can be in the Justice League movies and interact with those characters. And guess who called that? You did. Yeah, pointed at you. Yeah, that was your theory, remember?
Oh, well, okay.
And you nailed it, because you were saying the way that it could happen would be Flashpoint.
That I remember now. Okay. Yeah.
So if it happens, give it up to Cameo. And again, I like that, because this movie, I wasn't sure, but it's going to be set in present day time. So I wasn't, it's still, we've mentioned he's in his second year as Batman, but it's going to be like 2020 or 2021 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so I'm looking forward to that. I want to know, though, just kind of a follow-up question. Do you think pretty soon we'll see, like, in movies or TV shows where they're all going through the pandemic too? Like, you think that'll work its way in to storylines?
Maybe. But TV shows, I would like to see a TV show kind of like that. But they've made movies like that already. Outbreak, Contagion, Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I wonder if that show would actually be good though.
Well, and I just mean just like Blackish. You're watching Blackish.
Oh yeah,
and, they're quarantined at home now. Or
I think that would be funny. Like a comedy show. I think that would be funny.
I got to mention, because I brought it up, Blackish, which is one of me and your favorite shows.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Have you watched? I don't know if it's called Black AF or hashtag Black AF on Netflix.
There's Black AF, yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
Yes. Me and my wife just finished it today.
Me and Jen started watching it the other day, and I was editing, so she kind of was watching it more, and I was like noticing as it was on, I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then because I didn't realize, but it's Blackish, but it's rated R.
Yeah.
And and instead of Anthony Anderson, Kenya's just playing himself.
Right.
Because in Blackish, he's basically playing Kenya, the guy who wrote Blackish and created Blackish, right? Kenya Barris.
Yeah.
But
it's
go ahead. But so Anthony Anderson and all of his family is all based on Kenya's real life.
Right, which I didn't even know. And I actually looked up who his wife was, and her name is Rainbow.
Rainbow, yeah.
So I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah. So I recommend the show on Netflix. It is extremely rated R, but it's funny because it's like you can see, okay, like Kenya's saying this, but you could see Anthony saying it and vice versa.
Right.
Like,
right.
Yeah. And Pops is their kid instead of the dad.
Junior.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. But he is like Junior, like, you know, in this show too. It's just, it's got the same timing and tone. The jokes are a lot of the same, but it's rated R. And it's really good. So
yeah, I like it. I was kind of on the fence about it. Now I wouldn't say I loved it because again, it's just like, I mean, I'm just watching, you know, a rated R version of Blackish. So some of the things, you know, are kind of the same. You know, like you said, the jokes, the actors are basically the same. Some of the same actors are in it. Rashida Jones, who's in Blackish, who plays Tracy Ellis Ross's sister. I can't remember his name on Black AF, but he's one of the writers.
The guy with the glasses?
Yes. Who's the boss's son in
But he also, like, when they were doing the writer's room and they're all sitting around the table, it was just like Blackish, where they're sitting around the ad agency table. And his guy in Black AF is his guy that, like, I think he lives with them. He's like Charlie, right?
Yeah. He's Deon Cole.
Yeah. And you can see the similarities. But it's not redundant, though, I didn't think.
No. Now, Broadway, which is
Broadway, that's what I was talking about.
Deon Cole's, I guess, parallel character.
Yeah.
Now he's not as dumb as Deon Cole plays, but he's like more of like thuggish, like.
But he just has those. Thuggish, he just says something though that's like.
Yeah,
it unsettles you, and it's like,
right.
It's like I love Deon Cole, by the way. Like, his stand up is great.
Yes, he is hilarious.
He makes me want to wear Old Spice.
Right.
But I think is it Old Spice? Is that the only commercials I've seen him in lately? I think I saw him in something else. But
no, I think that's it that I can remember.
But
I was about to say T-Mobile, but I don't think it's T-Mobile.
Yeah. But so if you like Blackish, I think you'll like Black AF on Netflix. If you've never seen Blackish, watch it on ABC. It's one of my favorite shows. I think it's in its 6th or 7th season. It's been around.
Yeah, man, it's but Black AF, man, it's getting a lot of slack.
Is it?
A lot of people are not liking it. Basically because
it's so real, because he like curses at his kids. And
no, it's not even, it doesn't have to do with that. It's about, you know, how do I say it? It's basically, it's a black show but with light-skinned people. So there's like there's a lot of people that are not agreeing with that,
but that's been whatnot. That's been a theme of Kenya Barris's TV shows. Now he's directed a lot of movies. But is Kenya mixed?
I don't think so, but I'm not 100% sure.
Because, you know, they spun off Mixed-ish off of Blackish, and you know, Blackish is all about like kind of that mix of honoring his roots, but living in a community they're surrounded by white people, you know.
Yeah. And it was one of the episodes was kind of, you know, have you seen it all?
I don't think I've seen. There's might be a couple episodes left that I.
What episode are you on?
I can't remember what.
Off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I know the last one I think I remember was him and his wife were doing Molly, and the daughter was getting high. Like, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's pretty adult, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah. But
the daughter's
there was one episode that kind of you know, hit close to home. Because Rashida Jones is half white, half black. Quincy Jones is the father, if you guys didn't know that. But she was talking about how you know, when you're mixed, you kind of have to show that you're black. And Rashida Jones doesn't look like, I didn't know she was black until I think watching The Office. Not The Office, Parks and Recreation.
Oh, yeah, Parks and Recs, yeah. Wasn't she on The Office too, though?
Yeah, she was. Yeah. She was on The Office, yeah. Because I didn't watch The Office until...
Yeah, after Parks.
Yeah.
Same with me.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, because she was saying, basically when you're mixed, you kind of have to prove your blackness. But yeah, I thought that episode was pretty good. But
so and I can't speak to what if somebody's criticizing that because they think that there should be more representation. I can't speak to that. All I'm saying is it seems like this has been kind of based on Kenya's experiences.
Yeah.
And so that's all I'm saying. But I mean, I don't know. Did you, when you were watching it, did you pick up on that or?
Yeah, I picked up on that. It's, I mean, you do what you have to do. You pick who you think is going to be best for that part. A lot of, I mean, and that's just how the industry is. It's how you look, how you present yourself. I mean, you could have a dark-skinned actor compared to a light-skinned actor or actress. And, depending on what the director wants, I mean, yes, you could be mad at him if he decided to go with the lighter person. Even if the darker skinned person did a better job, I mean, there's nothing really you as a viewer you can do anything about. Which, a lot of people are voicing their opinions, and I mean, I totally agree. I mean, you gotta, I mean, if you want to, black AF, I mean, you probably wouldn't put me on the show as Kenya Barris's like son, You may or may not. You probably would. But I mean, I totally understand why people are getting mad and, dissing the show. Also, because I heard this, my wife was telling me that Rashida Jones was denying her black side at one point in time. I haven't, read anything about it. I think she heard it on some of the YouTube people that she watches. But I mean, I can see why people are mad that they got her to do it. But again, I mean, it's Kenya Barris's show.
I'm assuming because I've watched Mixed Dish. I didn't love that one. It was more about it's a spinoff, and it was more about Rainbow, who had I believe, her mom was black and her dad was white or something like that, right? And so when they're casting Rainbow, I would imagine that Rashida Jones is a good choice because she is of mixed heritage. Because Rainbow, I guess, and the real life Rainbow is. Yeah. But again, I can't say anybody's wrong for thinking this. I'm just saying I feel like that's Kenya's experience. I don't know if he's mixed at all. I don't know if it's just because his wife is, but I can see why people will want more representation, especially
most definitely
when the name is Black AF.
But
at the same time, this show does the same thing that I feel like Blackish does, in that it's entertaining, it's funny, it's emotional, but it's also educational.
Yeah, very, very.
So, all right, let's move on to the last topic of discussion for tonight.
Okay.
Which people who are watching this, spoiler alert, all the spoilers. We're going to talk about Westworld Season 3, Episode 6, which is the one that just came out this last Sunday. We're recording this on a Thursday night. And we've got Episode 7 coming up here in a couple days. So, Um, I'll just start off by saying that we were kind of
wow.
You were wowed.
I was wowed.
Okay. Well, we started off last week saying, I hope this next episode picks up because we were really excited. And the last one was kind of a filler. This one, I thought that there was several things going on in the show. Several things going on.
Yep.
However, some of the things that
was
happened,
that a fart?
No, that was me playing with this adapter. Anyway, but some of the things were mind blowing. Like some of it was great, and some of it I was like, it's okay, I guess. Like Maeve is talking to Dolores, who was resurrected from Sirach, and all of that. Them debating on who's righter or who's wronger. Like, I get it, but we're past that now. Like, I don't know. Was there anything that really came of that stuck out to you?
No, not really. I just what stuck out to me more was Charlotte Hale.
And you're right. That was the best part.
That was my wow.
Several things
in the whole
with
show.
her in this show. Because she's Charlotte, but she's Dolores. But she's not the Dolores who's free to do whatever she wants. She's, Dolores has given her this charge of being the mole in Delos.
Right.
So her story throughout the show was pretty good because you start seeing like her starting to actually become more of Charlotte, and not even better than Charlotte, because she actually cares about the child, and I don't know, maybe her husband, but she's starting to really want to take care of her family now. Yeah. And she's playing a part, but there was all the range of emotions with Charlotte's character in this last episode. She you felt good, you just felt for her, but then when they out her as the mole, you're like, oh no, they're just gonna probably end her. But she's got an escape plan. She busts out, and then she starts kicking ass, and like had some great scenes.
Yeah, she was pretty amazing in that whole episode, and that again, and that's why it was like my wow episode. Like,
she's the best part of this season to me
so far. Yeah, so far. Like, I'm excited to see what Maeve is going to do, because she is going to go crazy on Dolores when she sees her.
She is,
but it was funny too. Whatever she was talking to her in that simulation before. What's her name? I was about to say Charlize Theron. Charlotte. When Charlotte was trying to find the pearl. I don't know what you call it, but basically their brain. And I didn't realize that pearl was going to be like putty, like the way she squeezed it. Yeah. I was just like, I didn't think that was going to be like that. But anyways, yeah, I like that whole like interrogation part, and I didn't catch this when I watched it, but I watched like the last like few minutes where they were talking about the episode. Was when they said that what's the other Dolores doing? I think they even might have said Charlotte Hale, and she was like, I'm not sure because we're on different paths now. Yeah, I didn't catch that at first. So whenever I watched that episode, I was like, oh, okay, now it's all, coming together, because I feel like Charlotte was that caring person, or that caring version of Dolores when, her father was sick. And her and Teddy. So I think with that, and then them kind of basically thinking for themselves and evolving from just a simulated program, I I think that was, what Charlotte's Dolores was going through. She was like, okay, this is getting all crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching this video of this woman who I'm supposed to impersonate, who loves, who basically gave what is it? A last video to her son, which that kind of, kind of broke me a little bit, like, dang.
Yeah.
And then, as you see how it broke her in the show.
Yeah.
But I'm really liking how Charlotte's characters come in, I'll say Charlotte's what's the word? Not her character, but I can't think of the word.
Her story arc.
I like her. Yeah, I like her arc. That it's coming to. So
yeah, I agree. Let's hold off on what happens at the very end with her for just a second. The other thing that I thought was interesting throughout this show, first of all, let's just say there was no, even though we got a version of Dolores, it wasn't the Dolores and Caleb. So we're still that, what's going on with Caleb, who Caleb really is. We still don't have answers for that. We've got 2 more episodes. But we did get to see William, and
that was
so it was more filler to me again, but it was so visually cool that I was like, this is awesome. So he's in like a mental ward or whatever, and the Papadelos, as me and Chip used to call him, I can't remember his actual name now in the show, but he is there as his like therapist or whatever, and he's surrounded by a young William, like a child William, the William that we saw who first came to the park, an older, and then a really older, and the Man in Black, and all these different versions of himself. And it was just the way that they did it, the way that he struggled with all these versions of himself, him even having to kill them. It was just nicely done. I thought that was good storytelling. It's fun to be able to play with something like that. Because think about you being able to sit in a room with the old
all of my past selves.
Yeah. Like all the different versions. That would be, I don't even know if I'd want to.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. That would be trippy, but it was fun in the show. Okay,
especially the younger me, because I'd probably kill the younger me.
Yeah,
like, no joke.
Yeah, you're annoying.
Yeah,
yeah. I always think about that too. Like, I don't know if I would like me. But so anything else before we get to the shocking ending? We did see, he was rescued by Bernard and Stubbs.
Yeah, Ashley Stubbs.
Yeah. I've been calling him by his first name, but everybody on the show calls him Stubbs.
Yeah,
I don't know. Nobody really calls him Ashley, but I remember just
when you first said Ashley, I was like, huh?
Yeah, I remember me
and
too.
Like,
I was like, that doesn't even sound right.
The ugly Hemsworth.
Yeah. So I don't know. I kind of still am not sure what's going on with them. We'll see.
Yeah, and that was kind of crazy that that they left him in there, and he was in that simulation for God knows how long.
Yeah.
When everybody was getting, getting wrecked by Charlotte.
Yeah. So crazy stuff. Well, then I think that should just bring us to the end of the show then.
Okay.
Well, so she gets in the car with the husband or the ex-husband, the baby daddy.
Yeah.
And the son, and she's like, I'm going to take care of you guys. And then boom.
Man, I was so shocked at that part.
Yeah,
I was
too.
like,
I didn't see that coming.
Like exactly that was like so cool and so bad at the same time.
But see, and here's the thing: you think it's over. You're
yeah, she's
ironic.
Done. She played her part.
She's starting to kind of love the kid or wanting to take care of the kid. All this stuff. They kill her. Mm-hmm. Okay, we get it. But then she pulls herself out of the car. She's burnt to a crisp.
Mm-hmm.
she looked scary.
Yeah.
She looks like she's like somebody's gonna pay. So again, Tessa Thompson, I think she's the star of the season.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think this was her coming of age, even though it's Dolores, but she's Charlotte. And I think that she is stealing the whole show. I mean, obviously we don't know what's going to happen in the next 3 episodes or 2?
2
episodes. Dang, that was 6 episodes.
Wow. That was 6, right? That was 6 that we just watched.
Yeah, because we had Dolores's.
Yeah.
Then
because 4 was the episode where we found out that all of those were Dolores's and we were mind blown. 5 was the one that we were like
Sirach.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Gotcha.
6.
Yep.
So there's 2 more. Now Cameo, I found out today.
Oh.
HBO has announced there will be a season 4. So this isn't the end. Now, I have no idea where this show's going to go. They want it to go 6 seasons.
Okay, this is what I'm going to think. This is what I'm going to say. So it took 2 seasons to get out of the park, right? Well, wait, this is what, 3rd? Yeah. So yeah, it took them 2 seasons to get out of the park. So what I'm thinking is this season is going to be a cliffhanger before the I guess the revolution that Dolores was talking about. Yeah. So I think the revolution is going to be, season 4, and then whatever the end of that, it's going to be, 5 and 6, season 5 and 6. Whew. So they might be doing like, 2, 2, and 2.
Yeah, maybe so, like in pairs. You're right. So this season and the next one are like the middle of the trilogy. And then 5 and 6 are the end. Like,
yep.
I got you. So, I mean, I'm still into it. I still feel like I'm not as in love with season 3 as the previous 2, but I'm not. 2 more episodes. I'm kind of like, man. I'm
what are we gonna do?
2 more. Yeah.
What are we gonna do with this?
So I'm still invested, and I'll watch all the other seasons if it stays as good as it is now, at least.
Yeah. I'm like even though the season's been kind of blah, I'm still entertained. I invested my time in it, so I am finished. But so far, I mean, it's kind of like a roller coaster because there's been a few. I'd say 50% of the episodes. So 3 episodes were I'd say 2.5 really were pretty good out of the whole 6 that I was like, oh, okay. Episode 4, and this one, episode 6.
Yeah, they were pretty good. Like I say, 6 wasn't nonstop action packed as good as I was hoping it would be, but there was still enough good revelations in it that it was a good episode. Yeah,
totally agree.
Right on.
But I give this episode 2 crying Kevin Smiths.
Oh, he did it. Did you get to see the edited version of the show last week?
No, I have been super busy, and I need to watch that.
You need to tune in because we got the Jared Leto Jokers in there now.
Yeah,
which I was like, I don't think I can do it because it seems mean. Not that Jared Leto's ever going to see this or care, but it seems mean.
He will,
and I don't want to be like bullying someone, right? But
it's not really bullying. I mean, it was a bad Joker.
Yeah, we're bullying the character of the Joker.
Yeah, I mean, Jared Leto's a decent actor. I'm not saying he's, I don't know, a good actor.
I like Jared Leto.
I mean, he could totally redeem himself in Morbius.
Did I tell you I met him? Yeah, he was playing with. I've seen his band twice. Neither time did I want to see his band. But
what's his band called?
30 Seconds to Mars.
Oh, okay.
The first time I saw him was at Bricktown Brewery, and a girl that I was hanging out with wanted to go see him, so we went and saw him. And then the second time they were playing with Audio Slave, and I was working for the Cat, and so they did like a meet and greet, and so I took a bunch of the listeners, and he was super nice guy. You know, a few people saw him. He was not too long ago. I don't remember why. He was down in the not the Paseo, the Plaza District, and people were seeing him down there. I remember, but
okay. Was it when 30 Seconds to Mars came to play at the zoo?
Probably was, yeah. So, but yeah, that's the new. If we don't like a movie, which I saw a movie that I don't think I could say I didn't like it, but it probably would have got one Jared Leto star.
Oh, really?
And it was, I can't remember the name of it though. It had the girl who played Catwoman.
Which one?
It in the Dark Knight, Anne Hathaway.
Oh yeah.
And I can't remember she's a heavier set blonde lady with an English accent.
Oh, Rebel Wilson?
Rebel Wilson.
Yeah.
Is that an okay way to describe her, or should I cut that out?
I mean, what she looks like.
So
I mean, that's what she looks like. I mean,
so
you're not saying, oh, that fat piece of
no,
crap.
And I wouldn't, because that's not nice. But but the movie is I can't remember the name of it, but we watched it the other day. Do you know which one I'm talking about now?
Yeah, where they are con artists.
Yeah. So basically, the movie, and I didn't know anything about it. We just rented it or watched. I think it was on Epix, maybe.
Okay.
Because we got the free trial, and so we watched it because my wife was like, "Oh, my wife wants to watch this," and so we watched it. And I think 30 minutes in, she was like, "This isn't the movie I thought it was." And do you want to continue watching it? I was like, let's just watch it because I love Anne Hathaway, and it was. Have you ever seen Dirty Rotten Scoundrels?
No, I heard it was like the remake of that, or that was like
it is. I don't know if it was meant to be, but it definitely is. That was the movie with Steve Martin, and that was like back in the 80s. I think I saw that movie at the drive-in. Maybe when I saw that old the Michael Keaton Batman, I feel like those came out the same summer or something.
Oh, okay.
But Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, good movie. The movie with Rebel Wilson and Anne Hathaway, I think it gets one Jared Leto Joker.
Okay.
So
I agree.
I did watch a different movie that I thought was pretty good. I'll recommend it real quick. It wasn't great. It might get one crying Kevin Smith.
Mm-hmm.
But it was The Gentleman. And it's the latest.
I've been wanting to see that.
It's a good one. It wasn't great, but it was good. But it had Matthew McConaughey. It's the latest Guy Ritchie movie, who did Snatch and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and lots of other movies. This one kind of goes back to that English gangster type movie. Matthew McConaughey plays I think he's like a pot farmer from Oklahoma, and he's trying to sell his businesses like in England, and the Charlie Hunnam, whatever his name is, from Sons of Anarchy and
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim, yeah. He's in it. So pretty good. I'd give it, I'm not going to give it 3 or 2. I'd say it's just enjoyable enough for one crying Kevin Smith, and you should watch it.
Okay. All right.
So anything else you got planned to watch this weekend?
No, not really. I did watch Frozen 2 with the family a couple weeks ago on Disney Plus. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Me and my daughter watched Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember his name, but he was kind of the antagonist in the movie. But he didn't really have a huge part, but it was a guy that played Legion.
Oh yeah.
On the FX show.
Yeah.
He was kind of the bad guy in it. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I didn't think I would. But my dog was like, "Hey, you want to watch Call of the Wild with me?"
Right.
I'm like, sure, why not?
So yeah, that was one. I still haven't watched The Way Back. That's the one where Ben Affleck is the basketball coach.
I don't know if I can watch that one.
It looks good. I like drama movies though.
Yeah.
The Last Dance with Michael Jordan. Have you been watching that? The first 2 episodes came out on ESPN last Sunday, and the next 2. Are you a Jordan fan?
Yes, I am.
These are good. You got to watch them. They're really good.
I'll check them out.
They're going to be on, I think, for the next 10 weeks the next 4 weeks.
Okay.
It was 5 weeks, including last week. It's 2 episodes every Sunday night.
Okay.
So, and if you watch it on ESPN 1, you get all the curse words. ESPN 2 is the edited version.
Okay.
So I'll know what kind of JW you are by which one you watched.
All right.
All right, Cameo. Well, I think it's about time to wrap it up.
Yeah, because I totally forgot to turn on some lights, and it's getting dark in here.
At least you got the screen in front of you.
Right.
But, yeah, you can, throughout the show, you can see it progressively getting dark.
So this is what I tell Brad that I'm done doing the podcast.
Yeah. Well, remember, especially in these times where we're, in quarantine and we're about to get out and hopefully things are good. Just remember, keep a smile on your face.
And keep it nerdy.